What's up, guys? So I've done a few updates to my sim rig since the last video, and I just wanted to go over those with you right now. The main purpose of these was to kind of clean up the look of the rig a little bit and add some extra functionality. So the first item I added was this GTOmega monitor stand. Now, before this, I'd been using a normal TV stand, piece of furniture that you'd use in a living room, and holds the TV fine, but you're limited in vertical adjustment of the TV and also how close you can sit to the TV. Obviously you can't have your rig going through the TV stand. So this TV stand uses the same aluminum profiles as the GTOmega rig itself, same finish, everything like that. And I was able to get the TV to a much more natural height, but also sitting much closer to the TV. So the field of view is just much more natural. More of your field of view is taken up by the screen, basically. So the flip side to this is now I needed somewhere to hide all my wires, and most of them are able to fit under the pedal deck there. But I have the console itself, the butt kicker amp, a lot of longer cables that I have tied up, and I wanted to keep those out of sight. So that's where the Trak Racer PC shelf comes in. You can hold anything on here. It's really designed for a PC, but I use it for the console and the butt kicker amp and all the 800 million wires I have back here that you can see. But when you're standing in front of the TV, you don't see any of them. So I've also gotten a little more into flight sim recently, and so one thing that became apparent was I needed a mouse plate. So I went with this one from Advanced Sim Racing. The main reason is because these bolts here are recessed and countersunk into the plate. Now the GTOmega Zone one, the bolt heads are exposed, so you can't use a mouse pad with it, or it'll be all bent and everything. So having a mouse is very, very useful in flight sim. Even on Xbox. I mean, Xbox games, as long as the game supports the mouse and keyboard, the Xbox itself can as well. And flight sim is one of them, luckily. So just navigating the menus is a little easier. You can tell it was designed for PC first. The controller's adequate, but definitely better with the mouse. I mean, you can change time of day, mid-flight, talk to ATC if you need to, and go more cinematic camera angles if you want. Everything is just much easier to use with a mouse compared to a controller mid-flight. And the main reason I went with this one over some of the cheaper, like 3D printed plastic ones you'd see, is the finish is really nice, smooth metal compared to the normal texture you get on a 3D printed one. And it's barely more expensive than those that I was seeing on Etsy. And the Trak Racer and GTOmega ones were more expensive than this one. So this is kind of the perfect middle ground. And the last update I did was add the Kanto YU4 powered bookshelf speakers. These being powered, you have all the amplification built in, and they have all the inputs you would need to use with a PC or console. And size-wise, they're pretty much in between a normal computer speaker and a larger bookshelf speaker that you'd see in a living room. So they ended up being the perfect size for sitting about this distance away. You get a nice sound stage when you have them towed in, and since they're not trying to fill a whole living room, they work out perfect. But yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with where my setup is now. I don't really see anything that I want to change. It's probably a tiny bit overkill, especially for a console setup. But everything on here is future-proof if I do decide to make the move to PC once components don't cost an arm and a leg. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about any specific thing I went over in this video or anything in my setup in general, just let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer any questions there. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.